I'm endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris because she's ready to step up, bring our party together, go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump, and win in November. I have known Kamala Harris since back right after the 2008 crash, when she was Attorney General in California and I was setting up the consumer agency, and we fought shoulder to shoulder to push back against the big banks that were cheating America's homeowners. Kamala has been a ferocious warrior on the issue of abortion, and under Kamala's leadership, we're going to get Roe versus Wade back into law of the land. But the part that's fun to think about is when you're up against a convicted felon, who better than a former prosecutor to take it straight to Donald Trump? I'm here for Kamala because Kamala has been here for the American people year after year after year. She's ready to do this job, and she's going to win.
I was actually very excited. It just the thought of her just becoming president, especially being from Howard and being the first black woman president potentially, it was just very exciting for me. And hopefully she can get to the election. Hopefully she could win the election, in November.
I am excited for a much younger candidate. I think myself and others, we're kind of losing faith in Joe Biden's ability to serve another 4 years. You know, the Biden administration wasn't my favorite, so I do feel like Harris, I'm not thrilled because I feel like in some ways it will be more of the same. However, I do think it's a positive direction for the party.
I hope they look at the person and not just she's a woman and she's a woman of color. I look at her record and how she worked with Joe Biden, and she was the vice president, and all the years that have accumulated who she is. And I hope they can look past anything else and look at that. But the world we live in, that some people will and some won't. And I hope it's not enough people that stand away or use that as an obstacle for her to get in office.
Tell me, what did you think about the news that Biden's stepping out of the race?
It was surprising, but definitely
it was the right thing to do.
It was the right choice and a good choice. I think that he's on his way out anyways, so.
But he had one term, be happy with that. Give somebody else a shot,
Do you think this will give the Democrats more of a chance to beat Trump?
Oh yeah.
I should
100%.
hope so.
Yeah, 100%. Because definitely will give him a better shot.
I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest with you. On one hand, I think he could have stayed in the race a little bit longer, but after seeing the debate and hearing what other people were saying about him, I think it might be a good move for what he's doing. Some fresh blood. Harris polls well against Trump, so I think she has a real shot at winning.
I'm nervous. I hear so much animosity toward her, around the workplace, which is more conservative. But I mean, they weren't going to vote Biden anyway, so it's going to be interesting. I'm voting for whoever isn't Trump, and I wish I was more excited, but I'm still nervous.
I think she reminds me of like an auntie, like at the cookout or something. I don't know, like she's a very likable person, seems like. She does have like a questionable time as the attorney, like putting people in jail for like smoking marijuana and stuff like that. So it'll definitely be something that I'm gonna think about moving forward.
If it was in between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, I would vote for Trump.
Me personally, I'll stay where I'm at, in the middle.
I would pick Kamala Harris, definitely. Just because it's something different. The country, we still have not had a woman president yet. So what better opportunity now for that change to happen in this day and age? And plus, representing, African American, being a woman, I'm all for it.
People, and he has done what is best for his party and his country, and I think it's one of the most selfless, admirable things you can do.
If you want to push somebody out, give me back a person who you think that should be a good candidate to run against Trump. They never gave that information, and that's what's disappointing with me.
I voted for Republicans, I voted for Democrats. Can you do the job? That's what matters. Can you do the job? By the people, for the people.
I'm very sad that he has chosen to step aside, but I really want to thank him for his service, because I think he has put the country before his personal goals, perhaps, and I'm really excited about Kamala, and so I hope she does fantastically well and that we have a Democratic win in November.
Well, like I said, I voted for Kamala in the beginning. I wanted her to be the nominee. So now that she is, or will be, I'm not unhappy. She's not afraid to speak loudly. She's not the quiet black woman. And that's what we need right now.
I mean, I like that she's from Oakland. I like her, but I also feel like she's not super popular. So I don't know who I would support in her stead, but the fact that Biden is supporting her, I think if Obama came out and said, yeah, stick with Kamala, I think it depends how the other major players, what they do.
I am glad that Biden stepped down. We've been really concerned about his policy towards Palestine and his, full-throated support for Israel and the ongoing genocide against the Palestinians. So, we're really, I'm relieved to see another candidate that might not have the same policies and that has, not backed the brutality against the Palestinians. I think there's still a lot of questions on Kamala and what her policy is going to be, but I think for a lot of voters, a lot of people in my community, I'm Muslim and Pakistani, this has been like the biggest issue, the singular issue that we've been paying attention to.